don't want anyone to know this. It's a top secret. Like this. So, very intelligently, Vidyapati carried a bag of mustard seeds with him. So he was actually blindfolded and he started walking into the forest. Every place, without the knowledge of Vishwavasu, few grains of mustard he started dropping everywhere. Okay? So, Vidyapati went to that secret place. He had darshan, finally he had darshan of Neela Madhava. And he was so very overwhelmed with so much joy because the Lord was so beautiful to see. And he said, he thought, my life is successful now. Then he also saw one miracle there. There was one lake, one small kunda was there. And on the bank of that kunda there was a tree. On the tree there was a crow. That crow, somehow it was sitting and sleeping. Some of us also sleep, no, during the Bhagavatam class, during the association. We are sitting but sleeping. So the crow was sitting on the branch, but it was drowsing off. It was sleeping off. And it could not balance. So in that sleep, it fell into that lake. The crow fell into that lake. All this Vidyapati was watching. The crow fell into that lake. And as he was watching, that crow, after falling into the well, assumed a four-handed form, came out, and a Vimana came from Vaikuntha, took that soul back to Vaikuntha. That crow attained liberation just by falling into that lake. That means such a special place it is. Such a powerful place. Even today, in the precincts of this Jagannath Puri temple, that pond is still there. It's called Rohini Kunda. What is it called? Rohini Kunda. We saw that it was closed with glass. That kunda is there. So this Vidyapati who saw this, he decided going to Vaikuntha is so easy. Let me also go jump from the top of the tree, fall into this lake. So he went. Vishwavasu was not there at that time. He went there to get something for offering to the Lord. Vidyapati was alone. So he got this thought. Let me go, fall into this Rohini Kunda. I will also get liberation and I'll go back to Godhead. So easy, no? Going back to Godhead is so easy, he thought. So he went there. So he went on top of the tree, was about to jump. He heard a divine voice. He heard the voice of Neela Madhava, Jagannatha himself. He said, "O Vidyapati, you have forgotten your mission. You should not now jump into this and come back to Vaikuntha. You should immediately go back to Malava province and inform Maharaj Indradyumna about the whereabouts of this place. That is your actual purpose of coming here. You have forgotten that." So, hearing this voice, Vidyapati was so happy. Lord is speaking to me. There is more than liberation. So immediately he went back. After a few days he went back to his original place, Malava province, and he informed Maharaj Indradyumna. By that time Indradyumna Maharaj had received all negative news from so many people. We didn't find Neela Madhava, we could not find Neela Madhava. But Vidyapati came and gave the news. We have found Neela Madhava, I have seen, I know the place also, I can take you. So even though he was blindfolded, how he was able to? Because of the mustard seeds. By the time they went, many days had passed, all the mustard seeds grew into small saplings, and he thought we will be able to see find out the route, and I will take Indradyumna. So Indradyumna Maharaj was so happy, finally mission accomplished. Chalo, today, tomorrow only we will go. So Indradyumna Maharaj along with Vidyapati, they both went, and with the saplings that had grown, mustard plants, they were able to figure out the route, and they reached the cave. They were about to have darshan, they were so excited. Indradyumna Maharaj was so excited. But to his utter disappointment, when Indradyumna Maharaj went there to the cave, Neela Madhava deity had disappeared. Neelamadhava deity had unmanifested. So Indradyumna Maharaj was so unhappy, was broken hearted. So he said, what is the use of my life if I am not able to see the Lord? To see the Lord, so much I am trying from so many days, but Lord is not giving me darshan. Maybe I am a very sinful person. That is why the Lord is not giving me darshan. Immediately let me end my life. So he thought, let me kill myself. I don't want to live anymore. This was the kind of devotion that he had. My life is useless without seeing the Lord, without serving the Lord. So when he was thinking in this way, he heard again the divine voice of Jagannath. He said, my dear Indradyumna, please do not worry. Please do not worry. I have decided not to be visible as Neelamadhava anymore. That's why I have unmanifested from this place. But I am going to manifest in a very special form for your sake. And you will get the fame of establishing my first temple in this world in that very special form. So please go, please make arrangements, please perform a yajna, and please install a deity of mine. So now these instructions he got and he was so happy. Again he got hope. Okay, Lord has not become merciless against me. He is having so much mercy. Okay. Now, where will I get this deity from? So the Lord Jagannath again told him, if you go to the Mahodadhi beach in the ocean, a log of wood will come floating. From that log, you actually can carve my deity. Okay? And who will carve? A special carpenter will also come at the right time and he will carve. Don't have to worry. All these instructions the Lord gave. So Indradyumna Maharaj was very happy. Okay, finally I am going to have some deity darshan. So he went to the Mahodadhi ocean, prayed to Lord Jagannath, and as per the Lord's words, a floating wood came there. Huge, big log of wood came. So he was so happy. So he brought it here. And at the very same time, one carpenter also came. And this carpenter said, I have come here on a special mission and I know that you have got this special wood. Now give me 21 days time. I will work behind closed doors and I will manifest a beautiful deity of the Supreme Lord. Give me 21 days. During this 21 days, no one should come inside this door. No one should disturb me. You will keep hearing the sound of my working. With my chisel and hammer, I'll be working on the wood. You will be able to hear from outside. You should know that I am working, but you should not come and see. Until 21 days is complete, you should not come and see the deity. Very strictly he had told. Okay, 2 weeks passed by. He started working, 2 weeks passed by. Every day they would come, some sound is coming. So work is happening, work in progress, work in progress. But after the 14th day, when they came and saw near the door, no sound was coming. The usual sound was not coming. Then they were worried. What is happening? Is the work finished? Is the deity carving over? He told 21 days. So Indradyumna Maharaj, his wife's name was Gundicha. So the Gundicha Maharani said, maybe he is doing something, meditation or something. Something he is doing, let us not disturb him. He has told 21 days, so let us wait for 21 days. But Indradyumna Maharaj, out of his immense devotion, he was growing impatient. I want to see now only. I think the deity is over, finished, carved. Like this. So he forcefully opened the door and he went inside. So when he went inside, the carpenter had already vanished from that place. The carpenter was none other than Lord Jagannath himself. And they saw the deities there were 3 deities who were all half finished. Not fully finished, half finished. That means their hands were not fully carved, fingers were not there, legs were not fully carved. Like we saw today, that same form. So Indradyumna Maharaj once again became very depressed. See what a blunder I have done. Even though the sculptor had warned me not to open the door, I became impatient and I opened the door. And now the deities are not finished fully. Now the sculptor is also not there. What will I do now? My life is useless again. Let me go and end my life. Second time. First time he didn't get darshan. Second time half finished deities he saw. Let me end. Again the Lord spoke to him. A divine voice. The Lord spoke. My dear Maharaj Indradyumna, don't be broken hearted. It is my plan. Nothing happens in this world without my plan. I said I am going to appear in a very peculiar form. This is that peculiar form. You please go install these half finished deities on Neelachala and construct a temple and worship me. This is my desire. I want to live in this. I want to bless my devotees in this form only. Why did the Lord want to decide to be in that form without hands and legs? Because the Vedas say this. Apani pado javano grahitaha. Apani pada. The Supreme Lord has no hands and legs. Javanaha, but he walks very swiftly. And gruhita, he accepts the offerings made by his sincere devotees, even though he has no hands. Even though he has no hands, he accepts our offerings. Even though he has no legs, he travels swiftly. What does it mean? The Supreme Lord does not have material hands and legs, but he has his spiritual hands and legs, which have no limitations like material hands and legs. So the Lord wanted to have a form to disclose, to reveal the meaning of this verse of the Vedic mantras. Apanipada javano grahita. So the Lord is here in Jagannath Puri. The Lord has no hands, but he eats 6 times. 56 items he eats. In fact, it is said, anyway, that I'll continue the story. And then he has no legs also, but he moves on the Ratha, which travels at his will, as we discussed. Ratha does not travel by the material arrangement of the cart, but by his will he can move faster. Sometimes he will not move also. He'll just stand there. Ratha will stand. So Apanipada Javano Grahita, to demonstrate the principle of this mantra, the Lord decided to manifest in this form, peculiar form, in Jagannath Puri. And Lord Jagannath continued to say, the voice, divine voice continued to tell Maharaj Indradyumna, see, you don't have to worry. Once in a year, you can make golden hands and legs and decorate me nicely. And you can take me on the Ratha. I'll be very happy if you pull my Ratha. Like this the Lord said. And also, Vishwavasu's descendants only should worship me in the temple. They are called Daitas. Daita means one who is very dear to the Lord. Radha Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Daita means what? Dear to Krishna. Daita means very dear. So, the Daitas, they should worship me. And then, he also said, all those tribal people who are there, so far they were only offering me fruits, roots in the forest, but now I wish to eat varieties of dishes. So, you please appoint these descendants of Vidyapati to prepare various kinds of dishes, and every day they should offer me. And in return, Indradyumna Maharaj also asked some benedictions from Lord Jagannath. He said, my dear Lord, you should bless me with what? You should bless me such that I remain childless. I should not have any children. What is this special? Generally we say, Rupam Dehi, Dhanam Dehi, Rupavati Bharya Dehi, Putram Dehi. These are the desires materialistic people ask from the Lord. But Maharaj Indradyumna is saying, I don't want any descendants. Why? Because they will come and claim ownership on this Jagannath Puri temple. I don't want that to happen. Let this Jagannath temple become everybody's temple. One person should not have monopoly. This is my desire. And every day I want to offer varieties of dishes. Throughout the day you should be eating such that your hand will not become dry anytime. Give me these two benedictions. So Lord Jagannath's hand never becomes dry. He takes one dish and washes his hand, immediately next dish is ready. His hand never becomes dry. That is the benediction asked by Indradyumna Maharaj, and Lord Jagannath granted both the benedictions. And then it is said Maharaj Indradyumna went to Brahmaloka. All this happened in Satya Yuga. He went to Brahmaloka because he wanted to bring Brahmadeva to perform the installation of the deities. So he went to Brahmaloka. He had constructed the temple. Only the deities had to be installed. So he went to Brahmaloka, but by the time he came back, many generations had passed by, and the temple which he had constructed had got covered with sand from the beach fully. And there was another devotee king. He made sure that he removed all the sand, but he claimed proprietorship that I have only built this temple. Some people do the work, they don't claim the ownership. Somebody else comes and just cleans the place and says, this is only mine, I only constructed. Like that, so many people do this, in this material world. Anyway, so Brahmaji came. What does it show that when Indradyumna went to Brahmaloka, by the time he came back, many generations had passed? What is the scientific fact here? Time dilation, isn't it? Theory of relativity. See, that means our scriptural stories are not simply some fantasy stories, imaginary stories, right? It has scientific basis also. Anyway, so Lord Brahma came, and now there was a dispute. Who is the actual proprietor of this temple? Indradyumna or that king? I forgot the name of that king who cleaned that temple. So Brahmaji heard both of them, and Brahmaji understood that this person is wrongly claiming. Real person who built was Indradyumna. So Brahmaji said, henceforth you cannot enter the temple. You should be outside because you are telling lie, false claims you are making, like that. Then they made arrangements for the installation of the deity, and Brahmaji said, I am not so qualified that I can install this deity. I can only pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, please come and descend in the deity. I am not so qualified. So they started performing yajna. Brahmaji personally chanted the Vedic mantras. And from the yajna kunda appeared Narasimhadev. Shri Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki. So that Narasimhadev also we can have darshan when we go near Gundicha temple. The Ugra Narasimha who came to remove all the obstacles, to remove all the dangers, difficulties. He came and blessed. Personally he came. The deity was installed there. And then finally there was this temple installation, and it is said not only the people of this world, they came and had darshan of the Lord, even the residents of higher planets, heavenly, Swargaloka, they also had come to witness such a special event because they had never seen such a special form of the Lord. So they all came, and in this way, during that time, Maharaj Indradyumna gave a lot of charity. He performed Ashwamedha Yajnas during the installation of Jagannath, and he gave a huge number of cows in charity. He gave lakhs and lakhs of cows. And all the cows, they were all in one place, so many, large number of cows. Their urine and stool, cow dung and cow urine created one big pond. And that is called Indradyumna Sarovara. which we'll be visiting also on one of the days, Indradyumna Sarovara. And there is a temple near it called as Gundicha Mandir. Gundicha Mandir is named after the queen of Maharaj Indradyumna. Every year, Lord Jagannath travels on his Ratha. Jagannath and his siblings travel from Sri Mandir, that is the Jagannath temple, to Gundicha Mandir. They stay for 7 days, and again on the Ulta Ratha Yatra they come back to Sri Mandir. So what is the meaning of this Ratha Yatra? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained that Sri Mandir represents Dwaraka, where the Lord is living in opulence as a king. That Gundicha Mandir represents Vrindavan. Gundicha Mandir, another name is Sundarachala. It is very beautiful with so many trees and all that. It represents Vrindavan. So the Lord going from Sri Mandir to Gundicha Mandir is like the gopis who were trying to pull the Ratha of Krishna and Balaram, which was actually going towards Dwara, which was going towards Mathura. The gopis were pulling it back towards Vrindavan. Isn't it? Akrura had come and he wanted to take the Lord towards Mathura. Gopis did not want the Lord to go. So he was pulling the Ratha. They were pulling the Ratha back towards Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, to commemorate this incident of the gopis pulling the Ratha of Krishna Balaram towards Vrindavan, we are celebrating Ratha Yatra. Just like the gopis pull the Ratha towards the Vrindavan, when we pull the Ratha of Jagannath, we request the Lord to please come and reside in my heart. Oh Lord, please come and reside in my heart. Like that. That is the mood in which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw this Ratha Yatra, and he revealed this special significance to all of us. So this is one pastime for the actual, why the Lord manifested in such a special form. Now in this temple, the speciality is also that the Lord is worshipped along with his siblings. Generally in any temple you see the Lord with his consorts, Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayana, Sita Rama. Only here it is special. Jagannath Krishna, he is worshipped with his elder brother Balabhadra and his sister Subhadra. So I will just briefly tell what is the reason for this. So this pastime of the temple being, the Lord being manifested happened in Satya Yuga, right? In Dwapar Yuga, there was another pastime which happened connected with this temple. So the Lord was in Dwaraka. Lord Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra Mai, they were all in Dwaraka. Krishna as Dwarakadhish, he was ruling the entire Dwaraka. And one day, all the queens of Krishna, they went to this Rohini Devi. Who is Rohini Devi? Mother of Lord Balaram. Rohini is the mother of Lord Balaram. All the wives of Krishna, they requested Rohini Devi. See, you were with Krishna and Balaram in Vrindavan, in Gokul, in Nandagaon. You have seen their childhood pastimes personally. You are so fortunate. We have only heard from some devotees bits and pieces of those leelas. But every time we hear those leelas, we are so absorbed in ecstasy. The Lord who is now Dwarakadhish, he performed such special leelas in Vrindavan. We want to hear in detail all the leelas that you have witnessed. Please narrate to us. All the leelas that Krishna performed, right from his appearance till the end, before coming to Mathura, what all he did in Vrindavan, we want to hear. And since you have witnessed it personally, Mother Rohini, please describe them to me, to us. Who asked this? The queens of Krishna in Dwaraka. So Mother Rohini, after being asked so much, she said, okay, I will describe, but these are all very special leelas, special activities. And I may tell some confidential things also to you. So no one should enter this door. We want to appoint one trustworthy doorkeeper. And I think the most trustworthy doorkeeper is Subhadra. She should stand there near the door, in the center. She should block and stand there. No one she should allow inside. With this condition, so Subhadra Devi agreed. She stood there in the door. And Rohini Devi started narrating all the pastimes of Krishna. One by one, one by one. So, in the narration, both the speaker and the listener were so much absorbed, they forgot the external world. And the doorkeeper, instead of doing her job for which she was appointed, she also became absorbed in hearing the pastimes of Krishna. Pastimes of Krishna are so beautiful, so, it is described in the Bhagavatam. Tava kathamrutam tapta jivanam. Kathamrutam. Krishna's activities are amrita for those who are suffering in this material world. And as we discussed yesterday also in Mayapur Dham, what is that verse? Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kathaha. Krishna Katha is Rasayana, for the ears and for the heart. Isn't it? Anybody who becomes attracted to simply hearing about Krishna, he is a very fortunate person. So anyway, so Mother Rohini was so nicely describing. She also got absorbed into the pastimes, and all the listeners, including Subhadra Devi, they all became absorbed in hearing the pastimes. And at that time, the two transcendental brothers, Krishna and Balaram, also came. They saw their sister is standing in the center. They took positions on left and right. And they stood there near the door. They also started hearing about their own activities. Krishna and Balaram also were hearing about their own childhood pastimes, so many activities that they performed in Vrindavan. And by hearing those activities, Krishna and Balaram became stunned in ecstasy. Oh, we all did like this. About us, they are saying, yes, we did all these playful things we did. And their eyes became big with joy. They had a big smile on their face. And they displayed what is known as Ashta Sattvika Vikara. 8 kinds of transformation of ecstasies in their body. Their hair were all standing on end because of that ecstatic feeling. Great joy they were experiencing. And their hands got pushed inside. Their legs got pushed inside. They became like dwarfs. Now these are all symptoms which are displayed by Mahabhagavatas. When they hear about the Lord or His holy name, so those symptoms called Mahabhava were displayed by Jagannath, by Krishna, Balaram and Mother Subhadra also. And they were standing like that. Right? And here Sudarshana also, it is not in his original form. Sudarshana is in the form of a log, as a very humble devotee. Right? Generally, the Lord will have Sudarshana, which is like what? Ready to go and destroy the demons. It's in action mode. Right? But here, he has forgotten all his powers and he is present here like a humble, like a stick. Like a stick he is present. That is Sudarshana. Next to Jagannath he will be there, if you have seen today in the darshan. So, this is the explanation given in the scriptures, why these peculiar forms. So these were displayed by Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra in Dwaraka. That means what is the mood of Jagannath? He is in a great joy, blissful. That's why his eyes are wide. And as I told, he is animisha. He has no eyelids. So he always watches on his devotees. It is also said, Jagannatha has big eyes because he is seeing what are the good things of the devotees who are coming in front of me. He wants to magnify, even if one little good thing is there in the person, devotee who comes in front of him, he wants to magnify it and see it big. He doesn't want to see the faults. He only wants to see the good things in the devotees. That is why he has big eyes. It is also said he has this kind of hands because he wants to call everybody and embrace them. So this is the mood of Jagannath here. And we are all very fortunate that during this auspicious Purushottama Masa, we have come to this Purushottama Kshetra and we are able to hear about the Lord, hear, chant His holy names and have His darshan and also have His prasadam. We had nice Jagannath prasadam when we went to the temple today. So therefore, these are the specialities of this Dham. This is the reason why the Lord has got this special form. And of course, there are so many pastimes connected with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu which have happened here that we will discuss tomorrow and day after. 3 more days we are here. We will discuss. And also the reciprocations of Lord Jagannath with his different devotees, they are also very interesting. We will discuss those pastimes also. One of them already we discussed yesterday about Bhakta Salabega. So like that we have many more devotees, great devotees of Lord Jagannath. So let us hear more about Lord Jagannath. He is not only the Lord of the universe, He is the Lord of each one of us. We should have this realization by the time we go back to Bangalore. He is not just Jagannath. Jagannath means yes, He is the Lord of the entire universe, but He should rule my heart also. He should become my Prananatha. He is Jagannatha, but He should become my Prananatha. My life should be conducted as per His instructions that He has given mercifully in the Bhagavad Gita. Then really it means that I love Jagannath. Otherwise, simply saying I love Jagannath and I do something else, that is not the way. I have to lead my life based on Jagannath's desire, based on Jagannath's instructions. So He is Jagannath, my Prananath, He rules my heart, He rules my life. That is the mood in which that is a mood we should carry from Jagannath Puri. So that is easily possible when we follow what Srila Prabhupada has said by chanting 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, nicely chanting attentively, following the 4 regulative principles, being in the association of devotees, studying the Shastra scriptures given by Srila Prabhupada, discussing it with others. So our life should be based on these activities. Then the Lord will be ready to embrace us. Lord is never lost to us. Jagannath will come and sit in our heart and our life will be successful. So that is the goal that we should all have. At the end of this trip, how much I have become more Jagannath conscious, Krishna conscious. How much I consider Him to be the Lord of my heart, my life. That should be the meditation that should go on throughout this trip. So we'll close here. It's already so late. So we'll close here. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya ki, Shri Purushottama Kshetra Jagannath Puri ki, Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Okay. So all of you please take rest. And tomorrow morning we are going for Mangala Darshan of Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai. You're excited or not? So you should be ready by 3:45 a.m. Okay? So please be ready by 3:45. We will go have early